Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. If you are new to my page, my name is Allison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with busy professional women to teach them how to attract and keep the partners that they deserve. If you are new to my page, you may not be aware of what I do. And so I do live streams, I do trainings, I do master classes, and the most important thing, my signature program, my 12-month mentorship called The Partner You Deserve, has helped hundreds of women get into the best relationship of their lives. With that being said, I am hosting a training on Tuesday where the marriage minded men are in 2026, because the number one question that I get is, Allison, where are the marriage minded men? And so instead of me answering that question 1,000 times, well, 3 times a week is when I do my live streams. Instead of me answering it there, I'm answering it in one specific place on Tuesday, December the 23rd, tomorrow, the 23rd. And it is at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you can go ahead and click the link. It'll be in a private Zoom session. We'll have an hour together. There will be a Q&A at the end, and I can answer your questions around that. If you are watching this as a replay, the link will be pinned in the comments below. It'll be pinned in the description. And if you're watching this on Instagram, you can comment the word strategy, ATGY. Strategy. Strata. You think I have all these degrees and I can't spell the word strategy. Here we go. For the link to the training live on Tuesday at 7. Okay. EST. Here we go. I'm going to pin that so that everybody has what they need. Let's pin that. And if you would prefer to watch this on YouTube, because I prefer that you watch it on YouTube, please join us on YouTube so that you can be engaging and ask questions. I can answer it. I can do all of the things. Okay. All right, beautiful people. So let's talk about what we are doing here today. So today is day 5. So I've done 4 live streams in a row, and today is day 5 of our live stream. Hello, Edward. How are you? Of our live streams, as we are preparing for the training tomorrow on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, where the marriage-minded men are. So let me check my notes. I feel like I need a pair of glasses to adjust or something. What have we covered so far? We've covered a lot. Number 1, where the marriage-minded men are by category. In our training, I'll be a lot more specific, and I can answer questions around your particular needs, your area, your demographics, your age, your race, right? Why dating apps don't work on its own, why we should not be using dating apps as our only tool of success towards dating and relationships, why meeting men and meeting husbands are not the same. We covered that. That is on YouTube. It'll be there and available. Thank you so much, Edward. Edward said that he liked and he subscribed. So if there's anybody else who likes dating and relationship content that's healthy, that is mutually beneficial, so that you are pouring into someone as much as they are pouring into you. If you want to be in something that's serious, then go ahead and like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you. And today is not about adding more information. Instead, today is about clarity. Today is about clarity. So what are we talking about today? Today, we're talking about, if marriage is your goal, then strategy is not an option. If marriage is your goal, then strategy is not an option. And the problem is that many of us feel like things should just fall into our laps. I don't know if it's Disney. I don't know if it's Hollywood. I don't know if it's these cute little anecdotal stories that we've been told, where there's this idea or this expectation that you're walking down the street and your husband is just going to mistakenly knock your shoulder. All the books go up in the air like it's a movie, right? The paper is full. We're all scrambling to pick up the papers, and we catch each other's eyes and we just fall in love. Or what's the movie with the dogs and the spaghetti, right? Like this idea that things are just supposed to just happen without any effort, without any intentionality, is unreasonable. And that's just not reality. Nothing that you have in your life just came. all on its own, just fell into its lap. Everything that you have, you worked hard for it and you deserve it. So when I talk about the partner you deserve, that's exactly what I mean. Are you putting in the effort to deserve the person that you say that you desire? Number one, showing up as your best self, which we'll go through in depth for the training where the marriage minded men are on Tuesday, 7 p.m. And then also, are you putting in the effort to be seen? Are you putting in the effort to be seen? Because this expectation that your husband's going to be delivered on your porch, I am telling you right now, as probably the time of year where there are the most deliveries, he will not be there. He will not be wrapped underneath your tree. He will not, we cannot AI generate. Well, you can AI generate the image, but you cannot AI generate the reality of a partner who's going to be in those cute little matching pajamas on Christmas Day that you get to post, those beautiful holiday photos where everyone dresses in their black tie. It's not going to happen unless you do something different. You have to show up differently for yourself. And therefore, by default, everyone who's in relationship with you wins, right? And then also you need to be literally showing up to new spaces that you may have not inhabited before, new environments, in order for you to be rubbing shoulders with the types of people who want the same life as you. You have to do something different. And that something different is simply called a strategy. I know that it might sound cold, but I'm explaining it to you this way because I know that you, my type of client, busy professional women who are winners in life because they worked for it, understand what I mean when I say the word strategy. That's not the same thing as manipulation. It's definitely not begging or chasing anyone for anything, but you have to be strategic about the way that you approach dating, like you have been strategic about everything else that you've approached. Does that make sense? Is that reasonable? Is that fair? Are you guys with me? All right. So all week we've been intentional about not giving you fluff, right? So like every bullet point that I've given you has been as specific as I can be through the internet. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping that same energy. Okay. So this is not viral advice. This is not, oh, you just put on some lipstick and you'll win, or oh, just put on some perfume and you'll win, right? This isn't viral. This isn't, we're going to get up, we're going to hope, we're going to pray to God. And I am a Christian. I am a church attending, prayer call Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., Bible reading Christian. And I'm not telling you that prayer on its own is going to do it, because we should all know, right? If you are a Christian, right, you should know that prayer without works is dead. So what is the works, right? What is the effort? This is what we've been outlining. This is potentially the most important decision that you are going to make for your adult life. Period. This is who you are going to be building a family with, sharing your womb with, risking your life with and for, building a financial, hopefully, dream and not nightmare. How could we not be strategic? How could we not be targeted? How could we not reach out for help if necessary, so that we're navigating these dating streets safely before we invest with the wrong person? So we have to be extremely intentional. We have to be extremely strategic about where we go and how we show up. And then once we meet people who we think are in alignment, vetting and discernment, so that we're making the right choices with whom we will share our life. With whom we will share our lives. Okay. So this is where I need my smart and capable women to put on that smart and capable cap that you put on for college and for your certifications and for your degrees and for your business and for your scaling and for your climbing the corporate ladder and passing the bar and making sure that you are licensed and certified in everything that you do, because you're an engineer, because you are a pharmacist, because you are all the things. I need you to have that same level of intentionality when it comes to your dating experience, and stop hawking it off to somebody else. God will figure it out for me. I don't know, it's nature or no, right? We have to be intentional. And I want to anchor you in one truth. This is one truth that I absolutely want to anchor you in, and I need you to accept before we can even talk about the specific strategy, is that marriage-minded men exist. They exist in great number. They are not hiding from you. You are not going where they are. And I know that we want men to just drop down and just magically find us. We have these jokes you see online in memes where they talk about like men breaking into your house. You do not want the man who breaks into people's houses. Those men belong on Law and Order SVU. You want a man who is moving in his life with intention, with purpose, and you want to meet that man where he is in his natural environment so you can observe him, how he leads, how he engages, how he socializes, how he networks, how he problem solves, how he is charming, how he is handsome, how he is suave. You want to be able to observe that as an outsider looking in and then be approached. In order for you to do that, you have to be approachable. We talked about that for the last 4 days. Make sure if this is valuable to you that you are liking, subscribing, and doing all the things. And we'll be doing it in depth in a private Zoom room on Tuesday, 7 p.m., where the marriage-minded men are. You could click the link in the caption, in the comments, in the description. And if you're on Instagram, comment the word strategy and I'll DM you the link immediately. Okay? So we want this man to be functioning in his natural habitat so that we can observe and then decide whether or not we want to be approached by said gentleman. And then we have to present as someone who is approachable. But if we are not presenting as people who are approachable, then we have this disconnect where we see the types of guys that we like, but they don't like us. And or we're constantly being approached by the types of guys that we do not like. That is a disconnect that needs to be eliminated. Right? And that elimination is 2 parts: showing up where they are in their natural habitat so that we can vet them from afar, be approachable, be attractive, be warm, be kind, so that they approach us. And I guess in third part is once we connect, now we're asking the right questions. We're paying attention to the behaviors to assess whether or not they're a good fit for us. Are you with me? Are you with me? Put your with me in the comments. Put that you're with me in the caption so I can make sure that we're on the same page. Does this make sense? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you what I like to call a room audit. I'm going to be getting into this in depth in our training on Tuesday, but I'm going to give it to you guys briefly. A room audit. We are auditing the rooms that you are in to assess if you're making the right decisions around said rooms. I'm going to be giving a litany, a list of all the rooms you should be in the training. But for right now, I'm just going to give you the quick audit. Allison, I'm showing up places. There's still something that's not connecting. I don't know if this is the right place. Here is your room audit. Okay. Because instead of asking why it isn't working, now we're going to ask better questions. All right. So number 1, is this a reoccurring environment or a drop in, drop out? Is this a reoccurring environment, ideal, or drop in, drop out, not ideal? Lack of consistency, lack of community, you can't observe as much, okay? Number 2, do people here have a reputation and is follow through at stake, right? So if this person's reputation is not potentially in question, like they don't have any dog in the fight, then not really as much to observe, right? But if this is the host of this monthly event, if this is the organizer, if this is the vice president of this alumni organization, if this person's in charge, then their reputation is at stake. They're going to show up as their best self. And then now you get to observe how they behave when they have something that's on the line, i.e., how do they behave when you or their wife or their family or their house or their job is on the line? If they have a behavior about them where they are dismissive and they don't care, then that says a lot about how they're going to show up in the world and potentially show up with you or any spouse that they have. Okay. So far we're doing a room audit. If you are just coming in, my name is Allison Wellington, certified dating and relationship coach. And we're talking about how to figure out whether or not the environments or the rooms that you are in are the types of rooms where marriage-minded men are. This is a snippet that's going to come through our full-length 1-hour training, which is tomorrow, Tuesday, the 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern. The link is in my bio. You can comment or DM the word strategy. The link is in the comments, okay? So audit. How do we know whether or not this is the right room? Number 1, is this a reoccurring environment or a drop in space? That's question 1. Question 2, do people here have a reputation and or is follow through at stake? Question 3, are the men observable over time? Are we just picking up chicken wings at the Chinese spot? Or is this something that I could sit back and watch someone for 15, 20, 30, an hour if I wanted to? Is this observable over time? Number 4, does this environment reward responsibility or attention? the room that he's in is the more buttoned up he is the more polished he is the more serious he is the more thorough he is the more polished the event is. If the presentation, right, does the environment reward him being responsible? An alumni association, a conference, an event, a gala, a fundraiser, work, right? Does the environment reward responsibility or reward attention? The more attention you get, positive attention, the better you are. The last one is, if I met my future husband here, would that story make sense? Now, it doesn't mean that a cute story of you meeting your husband at the chicken spot isn't cute, right? There's stories of people who meet at Starbucks. It's cute. But does it align with your morals and values? Like, would that be a story that, like, oh, that makes sense? It doesn't mean that you cannot meet your spouse elsewhere. I met my husband in Starbucks. Well, actually, like the hallway of a mall next to Starbucks, right? And it's cute and it works and we're in love and we're happy. Have almost 10 years in. We have 2 babies, right? We're in love. The question isn't, would it happen? The question is, does it make sense? Aha, that makes sense that Dr. Wellington met her husband at a medical conference. That makes sense that Georgia Wilson Esquire met her husband in a courthouse. That makes sense. Or a holiday party at the courthouse, right? That's the only question. It does not mean that someone else's love story is not valuable because it's not high level, high tier. It just, the question only is, does it make sense? Right? Say the word sense if you're with me. Put it in the comments. Make sure that I'm on the right page. If what I'm saying makes sense, put the word sense in the comments. Okay? This is the part now that many people don't like to hear. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's that you are struggling because you're trying to do it alone. We know how to lose weight. You take in less calories, right? And you exercise. Run a little bit, pick up some weights. We know that, you know that. Minus any kind of significant medical issues, we all know how to lose weight. We all now have a jump on it with medication. But there's still so many people who are struggling to lose weight. It's not an issue of you not knowing how to do it. It's a question or an issue of you not wanting to do it alone or not having the capacity to do it alone. Right? And that's where you are second guessing yourself. You are staying too long. You are ignoring intellectual red flags. You are ignoring red flags. You are ignoring red flags, right? And you are normalizing confusion. And that is what's holding you back from getting into the best relationship of your life, like I've helped hundreds of women be able to do over the last 5.5 years. Okay? And you tell yourself, oh, wait, I just need a little bit more time. I'm going to just take a little bit of break. I'm just going to work on this. It's not an issue of more time. It's an issue of strategy and having someone to hold your hand through the process. That's going to be a game changer for you. Having somebody or something that's going to hold your hand. Time without strategy is more wasted time. And I need you to stop wasting time. I need you to stop making excuses about, I got to lose the 20 pounds of weight first. I got to make more money first, especially if you're a woman. That's foolishness. Please stop with that. I hear it all the time. I need you to do something different to get a different result. Okay, so this is going to be my last invitation. I'm helping you to figure out where to go to meet like-minded, equally yoked, marriage-minded men. I'm giving you the environments to show up. I'm giving you how to show up differently so you can get the attention that you desire. All you have to do is click the link. It's in the bio. It's in the comments. If you comment the word strategy on Instagram, you'll get it immediately. Show up differently for 2026. No more excuses. No more new year, new me. And it's the same you, same self without the partnership that you desire, right? So this is my last live stream. Leading up to the training because it's tomorrow, but I will see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I am only taking 20 people. This has never happened before because I want to make sure that I have a lot of time to answer your very specific questions around your needs on how to or where to meet marriage-minded men. All right, folks, I will see you tomorrow on the training. Bye.